Everyone, Mr. Hissner here. Today we are going to be looking at triangle congruencies. We're going to be looking at triangle congruencies. Now, we looked at angle proofs, segment proofs, and now if you think about it, the triangles are just a compilation of angles and segments. And so as we work our way into those proofs, we're going to be using a lot of the same stuff that we used in the sections prior. So let's look at some things that are unique to triangles. Triangles, congruent triangles. Congruent triangles are, let's take some notes. Let me get my colors here since this is the first time opening this one up. Where's my pink? There's pink and yellow. Where's yellow? There's yellow. So, congruent triangles, let's take some notes here. Congruent triangles, these are triangles with the same size and shape. And really what that means is that all corresponding parts are congruent. All parts are congruent. What are the parts of a triangle? Well, the parts of a triangle, that means that all angles and all sides are congruent. All angles and all sides are congruent. If two triangles have all the same angles, all the same sides, then we will say that they are congruent triangles. And if you look at the figure below, you will see just that. So here we have these two triangles, and they're all marked, right? And notice they're also written very specifically. Now I'm going to zoom in on these triangles just so we can see. We have two things I want to note. This is one hash mark. This is one angle. We would consider this to be like angle 1, side 1. Two hash marks, two hash marks. This would be angle 2, side 2. Again, 3 and 3, angle 3, side 3. And why that's important is because the sides are corresponding. Corresponding means that they happen at the same place, right? The corresponding sides. And notice how we are writing this statement. This is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. This is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. So this is angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. We're writing it in relation, in corresponding vertices, right? In corresponding congruent parts. Notice E and B are both angle 2. So they will both be in the middle of the statement. Just number them. That's all you got to do. Just number them. And then we have the statement cpctc, and we will see this a lot. Just this idea. This stands for corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. Corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. If we know two triangles are congruent, then we know every corresponding part of each triangle is congruent. Now, what this will look like is we don't necessarily have to see the triangle. Like if you'll notice up here, we have this figure, but down here we just have it written. And how it's written like this is very helpful. So let me zoom in on this first example. So if we have this triangle, J, K, L, and this triangle over here, P, Q, R, we'll know that J is angle 1, P is angle 1, so it would look like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And exactly, I'm going to do that. I'm going to number each vertice, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So I know that angle J is congruent to the other corresponding angle, P. Angle K is congruent to the other corresponding angle, Q. Angle L is, and again, so on and so forth, right? So all of those numbers are the same. Now the sides are going to be just a little different because it's going to be 1 and 2 segments, right? So it's going to be J and K is congruent to 1 and 2, P, Q. So the next one would look like 2 and 3, K, L. Let me write that better. K, L is congruent to 2 and 3 on the other one, Q, R. And these are segments, so don't forget your segment measures at the top. And then finally, I'm going to do 3 and 1. So 3 and 1 will be LJ, LeBron James. And then the last one will be RP, RP. So that's how these go. It's very helpful to number these because then it takes the brain work out of it. Just go by the numbers. Just go by the numbers and then drop them in. These are both angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. Side 1, side 2, side 2, side 1, side 2. Side 2, side 3, side 2, side 3. That's how, or angle 1, angle 2, angle 2, angle 3. So that's how we will be labeling these.